here at the Cleantech Open 2010 launch event tonight. I am speaking to one of the exhibiting companies, RideSpring, which provides a commute solution. And I've got Paul McGrath and Jorden Woods.
Good evening.
Good evening. You're the founder.
Yes.
And you're the president.
That's correct.
Okay. So from your earlier description, sounds like you're a service company. It's not necessarily technology, but you provide some kind of service. Is that right?
Actually, we're a software platform. There are services as well as part of the platform because we have a prize incentive system. It's really a turnkey program, so we call it a service, but it's a software platform at its core, and then we have services that go around that.
So how exactly does that work?
Well, we actually create a friendly competition between coworkers to incentivize them to use alternate transportation. A lot of people are not aware, but in San Francisco, nearly 80% of the carbon emissions come from transportation, primarily the commute. And so what we do is we incentivize the workers in the company to use an alternative through a prize program. And there's thousands of prizes that are distributed typically every month within a large company. And this gets people excited to want to carpool or bike or to use transit. And Paul can tell you more about the service.
Oh, okay. It sounds like a very fun and creative idea.
That's exactly right.
It plays into the human element of the green effort.
Yeah. So we transform the daily commute into a fun, competitive game, and so it uses like group dynamics and group theory to really get people engaged. And the biggest challenge with trip reduction programs is to get a high level of participation. And RideSpring achieves that in a very positive, engaging way for very low cost. So for companies, it's a very appealing.
How did you come up with the idea?
I actually came up with the idea as a commuter. I used to be an engineer, electronics engineer at a company, and I used to bike to work 2 or 3 days a week. And I thought, wouldn't it be great to find a carpool partner at work? You know, something on the network to make it easy to connect with co-workers. And I looked for that kind of product. It didn't exist. I ended up doing the market research, and the more I found out, the better it looked. So I ended up developing it. So I developed it as a product that I would want to use. So that's how the idea came about.
Right, I like that idea. Now, how do you market this? What is the business model?
The business model is that we sell this to companies, and they provide it for a variety of reasons. Many times it's a benefit, so go through the HR, and so this would help to work with retention and attraction of employees. It can also make it much more enjoyable for the employees to get to work and to work for the company because it raises the green profile. Additionally, facilities within the company may want to eliminate parking challenges. Maybe there's been a lot of discussions about making a new parking lot or something like this. So by bringing in RideSpring, they can eliminate the need for our parking structure, which can cost millions or tens of millions of dollars, depending upon the size of the organization. But really what we do is a complete service, fully turnkey, with a minimum amount of effort from the organization to implement it, and it will work out to maybe a few $1,000s per month. It's the most cost-efficient and effective system that exists today for incentivizing employees to use an alternative.
Who are your customers? Who are your customers, and are they local right now?
So our customers include SAP, a large software company, a lot of law firms like Wilson Sonsini and Cooley, Cronish, Godward, for example. And Paul can tell you about some of our government customers.
Yes, so the city of Santa Cruz was one of our first beta sites, and they've become a client, and they've been using the service since 2006, and the county of Santa Cruz. So we've got customers in a variety of markets: government, law firms, and technology. And in fact, any kind of organization that has hundreds of commuters coming to the same place would find benefit with this service.
So they license your product?
Yeah, so they subscribe to it, company subscribes, and they provide it as a free employee benefit. And there are quite a lot of companies with trip reduction programs, but the most enthusiastic trip reduction programs out there, companies have built them themselves. They can be very, very expensive, and RideSpring is something out of the box they can turn on very easily and get it working for their employees without having to design it, without having to create it, and without having to administer it either. So it's a very, very low cost, low work way of a company getting this to work for their employees.
Fantastic. I'm now jealous that I don't have an employer. But hopefully this idea will spread.
Yeah, that's all good. I like that too.
Okay, thank you very much.